Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss assessed value and how a large data center could potentially help reduce the property tax burden on residents. Let's use a hypothetical example. Suppose a 600-acre data center were built near Alcoa. The facility uses a closed-loop cooling system with water sourced from the Ohio River, purchases its electricity from Alcoa's Unit 4 generating station rather than the regional power grid, and meets all local zoning, environmental, and ordinance requirements. Now let's assume the project represents a $10 billion investment with approximately $5 billion in taxable assessed value and receives no long-term property tax abatement. Warrick County's current assessed value is approximately $4.8 billion. A project of this size could increase the county's assessed value to nearly $9.8 billion, more than doubling the county's property tax base. A project like this doesn't automatically lower property taxes. However, it gives local governments more flexibility because the cost of funding public services is spread across a much larger tax base. That can help reduce future tax pressure on homeowners, keep property taxes more stable, and provide additional funding for roads, schools, public safety, and other community infrastructure. If local governments kept budgets stable and chose to use part of the expanded tax base to reduce property tax rates, a typical homeowner could potentially save anywhere from $150 to $1,000 per year, depending on the value of their home. For many homeowners, a more realistic illustration would be $300 to $700 annually. These figures are examples, not guarantees, as actual savings would depend on local budgeting decisions, tax rates, tax caps, and each property's assessed value. Even if a property tax abatement were part of the agreement, those incentives are generally temporary. Once the abatement expires, the project begins contributing its full taxable assessed value, creating long-term revenue that can continue benefiting the community for years to come. As Warrick County continues discussing a data center ordinance, I believe the conversation should extend beyond setbacks, building heights, and land use. We should also be asking how increased assessed value will be managed, what standards should apply to property tax abatement, and how any long-term financial benefits can best serve the people of Warrick County. These are important questions that deserve to be part of the public discussion at the upcoming meeting. At the end of the day, this isn't about automatically supporting or opposing a data center. It's about making sure that if a project is ever proposed, it reflects our community values, protects our quality of life, and delivers real, measurable benefits for the people of Warrick County. In the next video, I think I'm just going to pull all of this together for you briefly, and I'm happy to take your comments as long as they are respectful, and as always, I'm honored to serve. Thank you.